My name is Desiree. I'm from a small town. It's called Durham, Ontario. Not the region of Durham, it's the town of Durham. And I'm doing a dual degree actually in environmental biology and mathematics. I had the opportunity to take an introductory data science course. And in that course, it was presentation/project based. And so the project that I worked on was seeing if I could use the data science techniques that we were learning to create a model that would predict how the plant productivity would be affected by different aspects of climate change. So that was just a fun little project that I was able to kind of work on and see what I could do with that. So a few things that I like about Nipissing. One of them is the residences here. I find that they're super bright, open. I like how they're laid out, where you get to know your 4 roommates, but you still have your own space to go back to if you need that. I find that is really, really good. The other thing that I like is the campus. There's the pond right out back. There's the hiking trails. And then having a degree in environmental biology, you can imagine that was a drawing factor. And I also was drawn to the fact that it's a smaller school with smaller programs. I come from a small town, so that really made me feel comfortable coming here. So currently the career path that I'm aiming for is I'm hoping to become a researcher, professor, sort of at the university level. It might change. It's changed a bit through my time here, but that's what I'm looking at right now. And the program here has been super helpful for that, in that there were tons of opportunities for me to do research outside of my classes, as well as get to have a close relationship with my professors. So I've actually applied for the master's program here, and that was a super slick process because I already knew all the faculty here and I was able to just go chat with them about it. So probably that it's a smaller program, honestly. It's really nice that we get that chance to kind of have more of a personal relationship with the professors. They get to know us by name, especially as you get into the upper years. By that time, you've already had lots of classes with all the professors, so they know you, and then it makes it a super comfortable environment to go to their office hours or ask them questions and things like that. So the best way that I've found to manage my time is I keep a planner. It sounds pretty cliche, but I do keep a planner for myself, and I make sure that I write down any sort of important dates and midterms, tests, assignments, and things like that are due. And then I personally always make sure that school comes first. So I make sure that I get all of my homework and everything done and my studying throughout the week done, and then whatever time I have left over, in the evenings or on the weekends, is when I do my other extracurricular activities. I've had the opportunity to be the recipient of an undergraduate summer research award, USRA. So what that allowed me to do was work on my own research and learning full-time throughout the summers when I wasn't in classes. So that was really great. I got that for 2 years. And then from that relationship that I built with my supervisor there, we also continued working on research into the school year as well. So I was able to maintain that as a part-time sort of thing throughout the school year as well as through the summer. I would say one of the biggest highlights of my university experience was being the recipient of a Dave Marshall Leadership Award. So that's an award given out on 3 different criteria. There's the academic, community, and campus awards. So I got the academic award. And that was really, really rewarding. It really felt like the hard work that I had been putting in was being recognized. So another really great resource that we have is the Math Drop-In Center. It's student run, so upper year students that have already taken those courses, they work in the Math Drop-In Center. It's open for a couple hours each day of the week. And then any first and second year students that are having trouble with math can go in there at any point just for some help or just to have a quiet space to do their homework. And yeah, it's a really good resource.